Hello everyone and welcome to another Minecraft survival series. Now you might be saying this is a weird spot to start the episode. Well, not really. Well, because the first thing I want to show you is the brand new mini game that is 100% completed. The one I build last episode, the one, the only. I haven't given this game a name yet, so I'll call it Fire Wars or Fighter Wars because usually fighter fighters turn off the fire, but this time the fighter fighters are turning on the fire. So as you can see, I press the button that. Oops. Let me press the button. Dang. Okay, let me. This. So some of them go all the way up there. And some of them go just perfectly down here, so I better not build anything made out of wood or wood that's in this direction or in this direction. The good thing is that the next thing I'm building is a pyramid made out of chiseled sandstone. Now that's gonna be another mini game right here. I'm gonna be getting some chiseled sandstone from the desert. You might be going like, how do you make chiseled sandstone? I always wanted to know how do you make that. Well, it's very simple. You'll figure out how to make it in this episode. So now, as you can see, this game is 100% working. The fire chooses this. It turns on this. This breaks right here, and there you go. Game is 100% complete. Enjoy it with your friends. Since I don't have anybody to play with, I can't really show it. So it's sad. But at least I built it, and I'm the one who created it. So So, without further ado, let's get ourselves over there. I'll see you on the other side. So I parked my horse here and my dog Knight here in the village to stay overnight. Hopefully, these villagers, these friend villagers, will protect them pretty well. You see, these villagers seem to be doing very well. Not that many zombies are taking over the village, so let's get to getting some sandstone to make into some chiseled sandstone. You might still be wondering how to make that. Hey, Mr. Villager, don't do it. A lot of people love you, you know? Don't do it! Don't do it! There you go, I helped you out. You're all good, right? Yeah, you're good. You're good. Okay, you're playing with me right now. Stop playing around the lava. Haven't your mother told you not to play in the lava? Alright. Fall in the lava. Be careful of that, okay? I didn't mean it. Alright, just be careful. Get inside your house. It's better be nighttime. You don't want to deal with no zombies. Anyways, excuse me from that villager. That villager just acted crazy, you know. Anyways, um, so I'm gonna get some sandstone, and you might be going like, where are you gonna get the sandstone? And I'm gonna go like, oh, there's a lot of caves in the desert which you can get sandstone, so I'm gonna go get some. And also, while doing this, I'm gonna do my part 3 of my video game history. Uh-oh, here's a villager zombie. Sorry, man, I'm gonna have to take you out. You're not worthy of becoming a villager ever again. I mean, once villager trading comes back, comes, because we never had villager trading, but once we have villager trading, I will be happy to turn on all this zombie villagers back to villagers. Ooh, here we go, the new zombie. Come on at me. Say, I think here's a good cave. I already been mining here already. I already got some chisel, sandstone, but I'm gonna need a lot to make a pyramid. It's not gonna be the normal average little pyramid. It's gonna be one of those huge kind, and it's not gonna be the steep kind. It's gonna be one of those. Well, you'll see once I build it. It's kind of confusing if I explain it right now. So you'll see it in the next episode. Hopefully, if I get all the materials, probably will. But anyways, so I guess right now is a good time to tell my story, part 3 of my story. And where was I in my story? Let me do a little flashback. So I just lost my Game Boy in the CC's Pizza somehow in some way. Some little kid stole it. That evil kid stole it. Anyways, let's get back into it. So I just lost my My Game Boy. I mean, that stinks. Like, that's like your PlayStation 2 burning out, and that's not the first time. And it's not, and I'm not saying that because that's never happened to me. I'm saying that because that has happened to me. My PlayStation 2 has been burned. The second PlayStation 2 I ever had, which I'm about to tell you about. But you know what? I shouldn't tell you anything about my second PlayStation 2, because I'm about to tell you. So my second PlayStation 2, I didn't get it after 1 year after no video games. Well, technically, I didn't have a real video game. Look, my parents felt kind of sorry for me for losing my Game Boy. Kind of like they were going all parently, going like, "Oh, it's all your fault because you should have been responsible." Type of parent act. But they also felt a bit sorry for me because all I did at home was, I don't know, go play outside all by myself, and they're like, you know what, we should get him a new game. And probably my father was like, oh, we don't have that much money, you know, we can't just be buying him new game systems every single day, because if we do, then he's probably gonna think that we can just get him any PlayStation 2 any moment, anytime, anywhere. So they got me one of those fake video game consoles, the ones that tell you, "Oh, we can give you 3,000 games." But all it is arcade games. And was it really that boring? No, it was. I guess it was entertaining. It wasn't. It would keep you busy for about maybe 2 hours if you really got into it. Like if you said, "Oh, I'm gonna try to beat this record today," or do something else, or try to beat the whole level, which is pretty much impossible because it's an arcade game. Arcade games are not meant to be passed. They're meant to be, well, meant to get a new high score. And the only bad thing is that the game console didn't have a memory card. So since it didn't have a memory card, and none of the progress I ever made was saved. None of the high scores I made was saved, which is annoying as heck. Very annoying. Anyways, let me just pass the storytelling. So the first thing you want to do to make some Chesso sandstone is to make all your sandstone into sandstone slabs just like this, alright? So I just did that right now with my sandstone. And now there's going to be an option to make some Chesso sandstone with these half slabs. So there you go. All these half slabs are going to turn into Chesso sandstone. And you can make a lot of these. If you're making something very big, make out of Chesso sandstone. These things are huge. Huge. Look, I already made about a stack and eight pieces of gesso sandstone, and I didn't even really mind that much sandstone. So yeah. So anyways, back to the story. So I played that fake game console for about a year, I think. And then my uncle started to feel more sorry for me because my cousin had a PlayStation 2. And whenever I went over to his house, he would go like, "Oh, it's so awesome having PlayStation 2. It saves your files, it has HD, and it's not an arcade game." And I just went like, "Oh, that's cool," you know. I mean, I don't want to make my cousin look like a villain, because that's what cousins do. That's what I would do. That's what any normal cousin would do. They would brag that they have something the other cousin doesn't have. You know, you know what? I shouldn't tell you because what I'm about to tell you is also part of my video game history. So, so I can't really tell you that much stuff. So, anyway, so my uncle felt sorry for me and bought me a PlayStation 2. You wanna go like, "Oh heck, give me that. Where's your uncle? I wanna call him." Because you don't expect that from your uncle. You expect that from your father, your mother, maybe your grandma. But my grandma's not that type of grandma. My grandma's one of those grandmas that give you some socks, and you go like, "Oh, thanks." This year she was a bit nice and got me one of those tops, you know, the ones that spin around. Those, yeah. And that's what I asked for my other grandpa, the grandpa from my mother's side, and he was the one who was like, "Oh, what do you want?" And I said, "Give me a top." And then he said, "You know what? I'm gonna give everybody a top because it was like pretty much I decided what everybody was gonna get." And I guess everybody was happy that everybody got a top. The only person that didn't get a top was one of my the only girl cousin that's related to with my mother's side. So all she got was a shirt, but her brother didn't really want to top that much, so the brother let her use the top once in a while. You know, these Mexican tops aren't like those American tops. These Mexican tops are one of those tops where if you spin them super fast, no, if you spin them you have to spin them with a string. You might be going like, how do you do that? Well, search YouTube, search up Mexican tops, and you'll see how it's done and how it looks like and how cool it is. You know, in my neighborhood, we don't have gang wars, we have top wars. You know, we use these, we bet these, we sell these like they were drugs. You know, we got the top war. Anyways, enough exaggerating about my neighborhood. Um, so my uncle felt sorry for me and bought me a PlayStation 2. Now back then, PlayStation shoes were not cheap, but he got me a used one, so it didn't really cost that much. It was about $50. So I still had to say thank you so much because my parents weren't gonna do anything. I have a feeling that if my uncle never acted, I would have never gotten my PlayStation 2. For reals. I'm being for reals there. I would never go back to video games. I wouldn't be playing Minecraft. I wouldn't be talking here in front of YouTube. I'll probably be doing beauty tips in front of on YouTube right now. I bet. And that's why I want to thank my uncle so much. Man, you are the homie. Anyways, enough talking like a gangster. Where was I? Yes. So I'm trying to get back to the moment. So yeah, I can't really remember what. Yes, my uncle got me a PlayStation 2, and then after that, goes back to video games, mate. Every day, video games. And ever since, I got in a lot of video games. I haven't broken that PlayStation 2 for about 7. No. That's exaggerating. And about 5 years. You might go like, it's not that long. Well, yeah, I guess that's not that long. But you know, I'm a child. Let me grow and understand the world. So one day, smart me, decides to leave my PlayStation 2 on the whole day. You might be going like, why? Didn't you have a memory card? And the answer is yes, I had a memory card, but I was playing this FIFA game, but I forgot to turn it off when I was playing with my cousin. So I forgot to turn it off the whole night. It was on, and it turns out that it burned out. It burned out. Congratulations, Ruben. You just got the smart award. You're so smart. You left your PlayStation 2 on, and it's all burned up. So yeah, that's the sad story right there. My PlayStation 2 burned up. Did I ever get another PlayStation 2? Yes. Was it easy? No. How hard was it? Super duper hard. So for about 3 months, I was getting desperate that I was never gonna get my PlayStation 2 back. So I asked my parents, "Can I get a new one?" They said, and one day, and then we went to GameStop, but they were all used PlayStation 2s because we were at the very end of the period of PlayStation 2. Like PlayStation 2, sooner or later, when right around when I was about to get my final PlayStation 2, PlayStation 2 said that they were never gonna make any more PlayStation 2s. It's gonna be over. PlayStation 2 is gone, extinct. See you later. Goodbye. Type of stuff. And I really wanted to get one before they were all gone. So I finally got one after crying and acting. It took me quite a few fake tears to get my parents' emotions running. Well, they really didn't want me to. They really want to move by my emotions. They were just like, shush, please shush. We won't get you that thing if you keep screaming, you know. If you keep screaming like that, we won't get you. And I was going like, why? Why not? And they were going like, oh, like, well, if you keep on crying, then we won't get you. And I just stopped crying. I was like, can we get it? Can we get it? Can we get it? Type of stuff. And they got even more annoyed. And they were like, you know what? It's not that bad. It wouldn't be that bad to get you one, just one. So they got me one, and it costed not that much money. It was like $100, and it was all brand new. Because they didn't want to buy a used one and go through the whole annoyance to getting a new PlayStation 2 after the last one pretty much exploded. You know, how much of these chips of Samsung am I making? There we go. Now it's going down. Anyways, so yeah, that's how I got my PlayStation 2, and I have that PlayStation 2 ever since. Now you might go like, did you ever move on? Is that all you play? Don't you have a computer? Don't you have an Xbox? Didn't you say you have an Xbox? How did that happen? Well, that's gonna be in part 3, which I guess I can start right now. I got a lot of time because if I was gonna end the video now, that would be one heck of a short of an episode. So sit down, chillax, get your popcorn. Here we go, part 3, ladies and gents, part 3. Well, not really part 3, but the next part of my video games life. So what? Here's what I was talking about earlier about my cousin bragging about everything. So one day my cousin decided I go to my cousin's house just to play some PlayStation 2, and my cousin has exciting news. He has to tell me. He tells me. That his dad's gonna buy him a Xbox 360, not an Xbox One, because Xbox One wasn't a thing back then. So any of you next generation kids, shush, shush, shut up. Anyway, so my cousin was going like, oh, my father is gonna give me that, and you're not, ha 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 ha. And I was going like, I don't care. I mean, inside my whole body, I was going like, I already know my parents are gonna be able. They had the money, they would buy it, and I'm like, if they had the money, they would have bought it by now. But since they don't have the money, they probably not gonna want to buy me one. So I probably shouldn't ask for one. And then one day, through God's miracle and such, a Xbox 360 trailer came up telling you all the great stuff an Xbox 360 can do. And my mother and my father were right there in front of the TV. Well, not in front of the TV, but right looking at the TV, just looking at it, just looking at it, just like, oh, it's just a commercial. And guess what? Even more of a God's miracle. It was about to be Christmas time when this trailer came on. It was about 2012. Yeah, but no, it was 2011 because I got Minecraft Xbox 360 in 2013 or 2012. I can't remember. Either way, so, no, Mr. Creeper, no. There you go. Anyways, so, and my parent and I just decided to go to tell my parents that Alfonso, which is my cousin, so I could tell his first name, can't I? Can't I not? It's not really annoying that much of my family. I mean, first names is allowed to be said in front of YouTube. Last names, addresses are against the rules. Just against the rules. So my cousin Alfonso, let me just call him Alfonso right now. Just Alonzo, just call him that for now. So Alonzo, I just told my whole family that my cousin was gonna get a new Xbox 360, and his father's gonna buy him one, and not only that, but tons of games like Grand Theft Auto 5. And you might be going like, what the heck? That's one heck of an uncle. You should be jealous. Well, the thing is, I'm not really a big fan of Grand Theft Auto, so I'm like, it keeps me interested for about 2 hours, and then I might do some missions, just if I get bored. But once in a while, it just gets boring after a while. You can hate all this video all you like, saying like Grand Theft Auto is the best game, but it doesn't get me interested that much. It doesn't allow me to do as much things as Minecraft does, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, thank you, Mr. Villages. Here, I would give you emeralds for taking care of my horse and my dog right here, but you can't trade yet. So ha 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 ha. Anyways, so let me untie my horse. So yeah, I think it's a good time to end the video today. So I will tell you what happens when part 4 of my video game history comes in the next episode. Hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. I did too. So today was a great episode. Hopefully you leave a like. Hopefully you don't dislike me just because I told everyone that I'm not the biggest fan of Grand Theft Auto, but it's a fun game. That's what I'll say. It's a fun game, but it's not the game for me. But yeah, that's mostly the end of the video. I want to thank you for watching. This is Mr. Ruin saying goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye.